Welcome back to Go and Tell. We back with another video. And this time we talking about Trey Songz and Chris Brown. I came across a podcast that they interviewed an Instagram girl, Tatiana, and she had some crazy stories about some celebs, some basketball players, but one that really stood out was a threesome that she said she had with Chris Brown and Trey Songz. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. It's real graphic and she goes into a lot of detail, but check the video out.
But
so how can we get Usher, but we don't get who CB and TY is? TS.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. So I ended up at Chris Brown's house.
I'm just saying.
And I was like,
why we throw Usher under the bus and we ain't get the rest of these niggas out here? I just want to know what's going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but like that. Like we gonna talk all that shit about us, man. What's up with the rest of these?
Let me talk my shit.
Talk your shit then.
So I end up at his place and I'm like, okay, for sure. Like I didn't think I had stood a chance because I'm like, it's Chris Brown. Like, who? Little me? So whatever. I like hug him just to act on some like friendship. Like, oh hey, yeah, your house is cool. I hug him, whatever. I'm so hot. I'm like, oh my god, wow, look at me. Like I brought us here, bitch. Wow.
We lit.
Yeah. So then, whatever. Time keeps going by, and like some weird bitches come. Some 19-year-old weird bitch comes, just showing her titties. Apparently, she knows Chris, and she's whatever. She's trying to kiss me and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, I still don't think like I'm in the tier to be able to talk to him. So then Trey comes to me and was like, oh, why didn't you tell me you were here, da-da-da. And I'm just like, because I know it was that demon time. I don't know. So then
he on demon time, huh?
Facts. We go up to the room and then we're just like, kissing and getting our clothes off, whatever. Some other bitch joins us. And I'm just like, all right, cool, this is fun. Let's do it, whatever. So, like, I'm gagging her and shit, right? And I'm just, like, holding her hair back and stuff. And he's just on full demon time. He's just like, don't let her breathe. And I'm like, okay. All right. But I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, breathe. It's okay. And he's like, no, keep going. I'm like, okay. So then I let her have to breathe. And he's like, no. He pushes her head back down. She throws up on his dick. Throws up. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I bet he gave no fucks. He got right back to it.
Fucks, and he made her keep going. And I was like, damn, we can't fuck now. Like,
solid.
Yeah.
Get a vase, put a picture, pour it on that shit, keep going.
I was like, I stopped holding her hair at this point because I'm like, well, okay, all right. Bodily fluids to a different level. Like, okay. So then, luckily, I don't know how this happened or what, by the grace of God, Chris Brown walks in the room. And he's with some other bitches, whatever. And he's like, oh, y'all busy in here? And I was like, nope. I put my clothes on so fast. And I was like, I'm choosing up. What are we doing?
She said she switched rooms mid-activity. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
this got bowel movement in it. Or, whatever the fuck's going on.
Whatever that may be.
Yeah. Somebody
so I switched up crazy, honestly. Like, I switched up, so then I went to the room with Chris, and he's being so sweet. We're kissing, everything's great. I'm like, all right. A couple bitches try to keep coming in the room. Trey
you
gets
didn't
mad.
Smell like throw up when you got in there?
No, I didn't touch that shit.
I mean, the fumes didn't just no. I'd have been like, something smell. Yeah.
Yeah. No, if it was pure. It was pure 1942. So
okay.
It was horrible. So I'm like, all right, switching up. So then we're over there messing around. We start doing our thing. Like, other bitches sucking his dick. Some bitch tries to get on him, and Chris is like, nope, I'm only fucking her tonight. And I was like, me? I was like, wow, I'm getting pregnant. I was like, bet.
This how it go. Y'all not listening. Y'all not hearing to this how it goes, okay?
I did ask for a condom, and he refused. So.
Oh, wait.
That's on him.
The DNA of us on your DNA. How RJ said.
Yeah, so like, whatever. A couple bitches were sucking his dick, and then I was just like the main. I'm over there sitting on his face, and I'm like, yeah, suck that dick. I'm like I'm just like so happy living my life. So Trey comes in because the bitch who threw up on his dick came into our room, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna need her, and he's like. Chris Brown is like, I'm a heterosexual man. I'm not letting no other man see me naked. Like, And he, like, literally gets a blanket and walks out the room. So I'm like, oh, my God, you cockblock. Like, jeez, you didn't even know I was here. So, whatever. We ditch him, go at it again, like, 5 times, right? And then so at one point we all just go downstairs, and this one little bitch who's like just a mess. She's like, oh yeah, like Chris wants a threesome with both of us. I was like, I don't think he does, because like you just tried that, but whatever. She's like, well, your friend downstairs is ugly as fuck, da da da. And everybody's like, whoa. Chris was even like, we don't do that. No, like that's not okay. So I'm like, well, now I feel bad because I did ditch my friend downstairs, but whatever. This bitch showed up in sweatpants. What do? I was dressed to impress, and I'm impressed. So she just has like this bitch face on, and I'm like, oh, hey, Chris, this is my friend, da da da. And she just has like a dirty ass look on his face. This motherfucker says, he literally, when I tell you, he was like on everything that night, he literally switched the fuck up and was like, bitch, don't look at me crazy like that in my own house. I'll beat the fuck out of you. And I was like, hey.
Sound like the high and lows. I don't know.
And then he was like, I'm the nicest man ever. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're very nice. You're nice. And she's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to look at that's just my face. And he's like, nah, because you won't be able to leave till you recover. I'm way too nice. I'm so nice. Don't look at me like that. And I was like, damn, bitch, you triggered. And, like, did Rihanna give him that face before? Because you triggered him. You triggered him. And I'm just like, hey, baby, it's okay. Be nice. He's like, I am nice. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just take a breather, whatever. He's like, all right, he's like, because they locked up all of our phones. So he was like, no, like, you're good. I'm going to grab your phone for you. You're going to put my number in it. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Like,
that's
okay.
mandatory.
Yeah, so
you locking up your phones because you ain't finna be taking no pictures and sending no locations.
Facts.
Ain't gonna be no niggas coming up in here.
Facts.
Yeah, on God, yeah.
So the whole
security
time
in the building.
Yeah, so like whatever. He put his number in it. We text each other, and then he locked up my phone again. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And he's like, okay, hold up. Pulls out a drawer full of Plan Bs and was like, take this later. And I was like, damn it. I was trying to get
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
Paru.
I was like, damn. I was trying to have that child support check go crazy.
Oh, my God.
So I'm just like, okay.
Y'all beware of this shit. You hear this shit. Took it a coat.
I will always get something if I'm giving myself up. It's going to be a whatever. Anyways. So I come back, and then my homegirl, well, my ex-homegirl, she's over there. Like, he comes out some other room, which is like a little studio place. And he's like, come here. And I'm like, okay. So I go, she's over there on her knees sucking his dick after he just threatened to beat her up. And I was like, oh, okay, sis. All right.
Facts, you got to get it in.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you just stole my man. Like, you know I don't suck dick. And you stole my man. You try to one-up me.
She said she going to do all the shit you ain't going to do.
Facts.
You playing.
Period. That's exactly how it went, actually.
You playing.
That's how it went? That was the size of it?
Yep. But whatever, he still fucked me.
You back
he
down.
He didn't fuck no one else. So I felt special. I deadass called my mom the next day and was like, Mom, I know you don't want to hear this, but I just fucked Chris Brown and I'm trying to get pregnant. And she was like...
You told moms?
I told moms.
What mom said?
Because my very first concert ever was a Chris Brown concert when I was 9 years old.
Oh, no.
So it was like...
You was thinking about it since then.
And you know what my mom said? She's like, don't let Drake know.
I was just finna say, it wasn't like it was Drake.
I got the OVO tattoo behind my ear. Like, I'm like, Drake is supposed to be my husband. She's like, make sure Drake doesn't find out. And I was like, oh, okay, Mom. I got you.
Wow. Like I said, crazy story. Chris Brown, Trey Songz, they out here wilding. And not only that, they passing out Plan Bs like Advil. Like, you got a headache? Oh, you need a Plan B? You need a Plan B? They just passing them out. You want to see the rest of that podcast interview? The name of it is Let Me Talk My Shit. I'm going to put it in the comments below. And she even talks about an NBA basketball player on the Phoenix Suns. So it's a pretty good interview. Check it out. Also, I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all think it's cap? Do y'all think that the whole story is true? And for the girls, I want to hear from y'all. Is that y'all dream date to mess around with Trey Songz in one room? Leave out that room, mess around with Chris Brown? Let me know in the comments. But until next time, deuce.